Thank you. I think that was a really wonderful idea by organizers to conclude the whole event with this panel because we touched upon all major questions about what are sources for dynamism in the contemporary world, why the world is changing in this way. It's quite difficult to summarize because each statement was excellent, and it's really very much to learn from each speaker. But I came to probably unexpected conclusion when listening to all interventions. The only thing we need to deal is actually psychology. It's not economy, it's not politics, it's psychology. Because what I feel from discussions yesterday and today and from this panel, there is a feeling of insecurity which is there on, so to say, on both sides, in emerging world and developed world. Vice Minister Yi started with saying that there is not real power shift. There is much more of diffusion. Mr. Eisenstadt concluded with saying that there is a profound power shift in the world. And I think that's a very good composition because we see that both participants in this process, they feel some problems that developing, emerging countries feeling that they maybe will not be accepted as full-fledged participants in those processes. And if not, then probably the developed world will start to try to stop them. And developed world is actually afraid to lose traditional habitual positions. And in this regard, many processes going on all over the world, including Europe, there is manifestation of insecurity. For example, this rise of bad feelings against migrants, which Mr. Dervish mentioned. There is a clear reaction on globalization. People in Europe are not prepared to take the new situation. They are scared that the whole traditional identity can be challenged. And how to deal with that, so far nobody knows. And I think many people heard yesterday's statement by Chancellor Merkel that multiculturalism in Germany has failed completely. And now Europe should find something new. And there is very new development, so we could not imagine to hear something like that a year ago. I think the idea of Mr. Dervish to taking advantages from different dimensions, which is a wonderful idea, but coming from a country which is very much similar to Turkey and also split between different identities and can't decide whether it's Europe, Eurasia, Asia or something else, I would say there is a very difficult task. And basically it's not only countries like Turkey and Russia facing this problem, but the whole of the world, because everybody needs to abandon the very comfortable division in simple sides of barricades, because we are extremely eager to see world in simpler way, in simpler form than it is. We East versus the West, poor versus the rich. East Turkey, part of the West, or Islamic, and just simple oppositions, they don't fit to the current world and will never do anymore. So I think that what Mr. Sibal was saying about need of democratization of world situation, that's very important statement, and that means not only increase representativity of international institutions, but also to change the way how we look at world affairs and to try to understand that the world we lived in before will never come back, and we will need to deal with our psychology to adapt to the new situation. And what Mr. Eisenstadt said about G20, I think maybe my assessment is very primitive, but my feeling was that the main advantage for G20 was that during the worst stage of economic crisis, 20 countries, most powerful and most important, came together, and that was a very important psychological effect, because people being hysterical about what is going on started to believe that if they come together, they of course will decide something.